Hey everyone, welcome to another episode of the Adventures of McGriddles. I'm Alexander with Beer Powered Gaming, and this is part 4 of our Let's Play of Pillars of Eternity. As you can see, we've left off pretty much right where we picked up pretty much right where we left off. In our last episode, we went through the forest, tried to fight a bear, tried to rob someone's house. Well, inadvertently robbed a house. I didn't know you were actually stealing. I thought you were just being a regular RPG character. But we're going to go ahead and pick up right where we left off. We have another great episode for you. Hopefully we can get into some more mischief and see some more wonderful things in this awesome CRPG by Obsidian. So let's have some fun. First, going to go pick up some berries here. Alright, Springberry. Then we'll go into this house again, and we'll see what that soul was all about. Because there was, I guess, a soul in the last episode there. Into the house. Alrighty, so it was like, I think it was this little wizard-looking woman here. Reach out for the soul. So we're gonna jump right into the story here, huh? You see a crowded marketplace, vendor stalls lining the road. Their proprietors' voices calling out to passerbyers to come sample their wares. This woman wanders through the throng, strolling hand in hand with another woman. They pursue the vendor's goods, staring at a book merchant with a number of old and beautiful tomes, chatting with one another about what they see. One will pick up a book and show it to the other, who will take it, comment on it, and place it back on the shelf. Then the first will snatch up the book again and quickly pay the merchant, before the other can snatch it back. They walk away from the market weighed down by packs filled with books, still hand in hand, standing close, comfortable, and familiar with each other. As they pass down a somewhat deserted street, an object suddenly hits this woman in the chest and bounces off, rolling away toward one of the buildings. The women stop and look at the object, an apple, and then back up at the person who threw it. There's nothing special about him aside from the angry look on his face and the two other apples he holds. Before either woman can move, the man draws back and throws another one at them, this time hitting the second woman in the forehead. He yells at them, something derisive and hateful, something about a legacy and about responsibilities. The woman raises her hand to her head and wipes the juice and bits of fruit from her face and stares the man down defiantly. The first woman squeezes her hand and puts the other on her companion's shoulder, attempting to calm her down. The other woman pulls a book from her pack and holds it before her, muttering under her breath. She pulls her hand free and waves it above the book, an aura forming around her. The first woman is still trying to calm her down, but all she says goes unheard. The man, uncaring of the events happening in front of him, draws back and throws the last apple. As it arcs through the air toward them, the second woman brings up her hand and points at the apple. A glowing orb of energy flies from her hand and strikes the apple, causing it to explode, raining bits of apple down on the road and buildings around them. That is a huge apple if it's going to be all over the town. The man's face changes, anger joined by fear, looking like he's trying to decide if running or attacking is the better course of action. The second woman has started chanting again, her hand glowing, her eyes narrowing. This woman steps in front of her, placing herself between her love and their attacker. She touches her face, gently stroking it while whispering calming words. A kiss. The woman's countenance changes. She calms, her eyes softening, her lips regaining the lost smile. The first woman smiles again as well and kisses the other. Wizard scum, the man behind them says as the two women turn to face him. Staring him down defiantly, they join hands and begin walking again, moving past him without so much as a sideways glance. Okay, so, I don't know if they hated her because she was a wizard, or because she liked women. But I guess, to each their own. Alright, so, she likes other women wizards. I'm guessing this is the other woman. I'm not gonna lose too many souls. Alright, let's get out of here. That was fun. We have to find this inn, and then I want to sell some of my goods and maybe find some gear. Let's look at the map. That would probably be a good idea. Here we go. Okay, there's I have to go here for something. What is this? The Black Hound Inn. Alfra's house. This was Ingrid's house. Windmill. Black Hammer Smithery. Road east. Aloth. Alright. What else? Road south. Okay, this is where we're going. To the blacksmith. Maybe I can buy some wares here. Here we go. Let's see. Wow, this is like the TARDIS of blacksmiths. It is way bigger on the inside than it is on the outside. All right, let's talk to some people. This Almawa, yeah, that's the one of the blue people, is of an impressive build, towering above the countertop. His skin is disky blue, blah, blah, blah. He offers you a broad smile as you approach. Welcome, you're the first new face I've seen in quite some time. What can I do for you? What do you have here? You come at us at a strange time. The stock's not what it used to be, blah, blah, blah. Let's go sell some stuff. Find finer anywhere. Our stock's not what it used to be, but you won't find finer anywhere else. Okay. Let's go ahead and sell this jerkin. No? Is that how it works? Did that work? Did I get money? Alright, let's sell all this stuff. The hatchet, the shield, the other shield, the extra dagger, the extra bow, the other hatchet, the mace, and I'll save the rest of this stuff. Could all be worth something. I might have other party members. Trade. Sweet. All right, let's see here. Mace, saber. Ooh. 1421, 1217. A saber actually might be really good. 1421. That's very expensive, so probably wouldn't get that. 12 deflection. I guess I have to look at myself real quick. Not that one. That one. All right. I have 12 deflection and 12 to 17 slash. So let's go ahead and talk to this guy again, because apparently I can't look at what I have before I buy something. That's not very smart. All right. That's very expensive. Let's see. Okay, so the sword is definitely really good, so we can look at that later. Breastplate. Scale armor is what I'm already wearing. Minor ring of deflection, all very expensive stuff. Oh, the rope and grappling hook. We do need that. So we have that. Rope and grappling hook. And we can do the saber. That should be good. Trade. Sweet. Is there sure there's nothing else we can sell? Okay, I thought there was way more stuff we could sell. Alright, let's get in there. Oh good, I don't have to drag it. Awesome. Wolf hide. No, we can consider a torch. And yeah, that's good. Okay, trade that. Yeah, back to money. Now we can actually buy the, okay, so scale armor has a damage reduction of 7, and plate has 8. Meh. Fine. You drive a hard bargain, but whatever. Alright, let's do this. Inventory. Plate. Yeah, look at me. I look really weird. Alright, we'll hold on to that for another party member, maybe. And the saber. Looking good. Alright. Looking pretty good there. I guess I have, like, there's room for boots, a dog, a pet, waist, ring, hands, and I guess a neck, like a cape or something like that. So I guess it could look pretty badass if the items were available. Well, let's go talk to some people around here, huh? God, everyone wants to give me their frickin' souls. Maybe it's because I'm hallucinating. I don't really want to look at everyone's souls. Alright. What about you? Don't tell Tao Tanu, but I think Dustan over in First Fires might have the edge on him. Well, I guess we should have went over there. Dented and Dole. Oh, that's stealing. That's what the red hand means, I guess. Stealing. Alright. Let's get out of here. Let's go to the inn. Guess we just go to the map here. Yeah, that works. Ah. You see 4 people gathered by the door of the inn. Their raised voices and chopping gestures suggest an argument reaching its climax. The first figure raises his hands for calm. His face is partially obscured by a hood, but his height and stature suggest an elf. Of course, it's an elf.
I meant no offense. Let's put this matter to rest over a round, shall we? My treat.
Hoping to soothe our pride with a few Adira coppers, eh? We don't need your coin.
Let's go with the what's going on. That's a very standard thing to say. One of the other men point at the hooded elf. His eyes are red from drink, but his gaze is focused, mocking us even while he shelters in our village. Just goes to show you what these fancy Adir manners are worth. We don't take to that kind of treatment. Not from foreigners, especially not from Adirans, because everyone who's racist should have an accent, I think. Ah, fucking elves. They're always hated in every single lore or story or anything like that, in any kind of fantasy thing. No one likes elves.
Go on. Say it again. I'm itching for an excuse.
See, he's got an accent.
Fie, you're itching for the kindling touch of your sister, you cocksfeather!
Whoa, did that elf just get fucking Scottish on that dude?
I'll cut that barrel-licking tongue out of your head.
This is a misunderstanding. I didn't say whatever it is you think I said. We've nigh quarrel.
This is weird.
That's where you're wrong.
Ah, that's a good one. This is unnecessary. Wouldn't you rather be inside drinking than out here arguing? We don't want your charity either, foreigner. It sounds suspiciously like you're defending him. Oh, great. Alright, let's go fight some of these dudes. Holy shit, that dude just exploded! Oh, man! I just exploded those dudes.
Not quite how I hoped to get to know the neighbors. Thank you for your timely assistance with that awkward situation.
You mean slaughtering them? You're welcome. You're welcome.
Courtesy is a rare pleasure in these parts. Though your accent suggests that you are no more local.
He straightens his hood, and you note the remains of fraying embroidery on his gloves. His boots are caked with dirt of many months' travel, but the leather work beneath is sturdy and fine.
I suppose introductions are in order after that little fiasco. Aloth Corvisor, at your service.
Corvisor. I'm really not worried about my name at all in this universe. I'm probably the most normal named person in this game. McGriddles. Very strong Scottish name. Or maybe it's Irish. I'm not sure. Yeah, I think it's Irish. I think there's no, maybe I think it's Scottish. Yeah, I think it's Scottish. Alright, how did you manage to get stuck out here? That is something of a long story.
I'm a wizard by training, and an adventurer by necessity. I was born in the Seathwood, part of the mainland of the Adir Empire, and both of my parents served the nobility, which afforded me an education for which I'm grateful. However, there were no open positions in those houses, and so I decided to seek new means in a new land.
Fascinating.
And how exactly did you come to be here?
I was traveling with a caravan, but we were separated near some
In
ruins.
Gwithan ruins? Oh, those can be dangerous places during the best of times, which these are not. In half the locals would arrest you for trespassing, and the rest would kill you outright. I'm curious, what exactly did you find there?
I found a Buick.
And you survived? I've heard such a thing was impossible. But it seems you either have a knack for timing or the favor of the gods.
What are you doing in the Gilded
An
Vale?
excellent question. I came looking for fresh air and cheap land. Instead, the magistrate gave me directions to the inn and a story about the local lord's expectant wife. But I take it that's a familiar tale.
Huh. Oh, okay.
Indeed. The local lord has searched far and wide for similar specialists. He has rid himself of them almost as desperately.
Yeah, pretty gnarly tree. I expect that such expertise would be best sought elsewhere.
Begging your pardon, but neither do you. Yet, circumstances can find a person in the strangest of places. I'm afraid that was a matter of misunderstandings and mistranslations. It doesn't help that people in these parts remember their war with Adir like it was yesterday.
Adir, that's what they're called. Okay. They always have fancy names for themselves. You did tell that one man to go fuck his sister. That's awesome. Ah, that. As I tried to tell them, they misheard me. Happens all too easily after a few pints, and the accent doesn't help. For just a moment, he looks as if he's about to say something else. His expression brightens with mischief, but before he can speak, he forces a tight smile, biting his lip so hard you expect to see blood. Finally, his face relaxes, and he shakes his head. I should speak more clearly next time. My apologies. Alright, I should be going then.
As should I, given recent events. It's just as well. I've had enough of the watered wine and lumpy beds at the inn. They say even the owner tired of the place. Just up and left one day. It explains quite a lot about the upkeep. Perhaps I could join you. I could use a change of scenery, and I find it's better to travel in numbers.
Works for me. Let's go, elf. You're now my wizard.
Excellent. I shall follow you.
Great, I have a schizophrenic wizard as a party member. Fascinating. Simple clothing. Alright. Let's see.
Aye?
That's the wizard? What's his spells here? Holy shit! This guy's got some serious frickin' spells here. Edit Grimoire. What? What? Alright. Let's go into the inn. Well, let's look at my quests. Seek help for your condition. Okay, so that's pretty much it. Seek help for my condition. Alright. Wizards have the ability to learn a staggering number of spells, but they are always limited by the capacity of their grimoires. At any time, a grimoire may only contain 4 spells of each level. Click on a spell in the right panel to remove it from the grimoire. Add spells to empty slots by clicking on the spell in the left panel. Sweet! I like the customization in this game. Fascinating. Alright, let's go talk to some other people.
Of course.
Thought the place was going under after the owner left, but it's held out. Alright. Let's see here. Where's my dude? What is that green bar? I guess that's endurance? Nope. I wonder what the green bar is.
Of course.
Greetings.
Welcome to the Black Hound Inn! Please sit where you like. Would you like a drink or a room? We have 2 available at the moment. I'm afraid we can't offer much in the way of good meal. I could use some reliable help. Could I see what you have for sale? I'd like to know more about the Black Hound. You only serve porridge. I could use some reliable help. Well, I couldn't say I can speak from experience, but we do have certain sorts coming by looking for work from time to time. Hire someone, be happy to send them your way. Let me see what I have to work with. Level 1 Adventurer, 250 coins. Oh, so I can actually hire adventurers in this game. That's kind of cool. And then, of course, I can buy stuff like beer and grain. And I can manage my party. Accept. And I can go to a room. Oh, man. Okay, so I can just do rooms. Okay, here we go. Inns allow characters to rest without using camping supplies. Cheap rooms are usually available, but if you have copper to spend, you may consider the more expensive options. The bonuses they provide last for a long time and affect the entire party. It's a pretty expensive room. go ahead and sell some stuff. I don't think anyone will be using this club. Or this dagger. Or these clothes. Alright. Okay, let's see here. Am I supposed to sleep here? Let's take the common room. Oh, that's pretty. Oh, okay. Your sleep is restless and fevered, assaulted by hisses and whispers, blanketed with a suffocating anxiety. You open your eyes to awaken and find yourself in front of Gilded Vale's gallows tree, the creaking of its ropes growing louder in your mind until the sound is deafening. Hanging from the tree is an old dwarf woman whose face has shriveled inward like moldering fruit. Her head hangs limply to one side. As you look at her, she looms larger and larger in your mind until she is mere inches from your face. Suddenly, her head snaps up and her eyes open, like those crazy videos, and they are empty, and behind them is a vast nothingness that makes your stomach drop. Her mouth slowly parts, and with a gust of rancid air, she speaks a word. Watcher! Or, in old hag language. You jolt awake, the foul smell of the dwarf woman's breath still permeating your nostrils. Sweat runs down your face in thick droplets, and your skin is soaked from head to toe. You remember the woman. You remember seeing her clear, decaying face when you spoke with the magistrate. He called her an animancer. Though it fills you with a new queasy apprehension, you feel a strange compulsion to see this woman once more, if only to confirm that she is truly dead. Well, that is what we're going to do.
Yes?
Oh, there's some weird people in this place. Well, let's go ahead and get out of here.
Indeed.
Alright, to the tree. Oh, look, new villagers. Let's go look at this tree. Oh, there she is. I think it's just me.
Yes?
Caldara de Branzi. Oh, look, she's Italian, like me. The squat, distended body of an elderly dwarf woman dangles from a thin, crooked bough that sags at the tug of her noose. The bloated, purple flesh of her neck, worn away in patches like moth-eaten linen, bulges over the rope that suspends her, and her lifeless head lolls forward rigidly from one side to the other when the breeze shifts. You perceive a faint glow around her that casts no light on its surroundings, but there is a tepid warmth to it, and you feel somehow that you could reach out and touch it, not with your hands, but with some aspect of yourself that has no worldly dimension. Alright, reach out for the woman. Yay, we're gonna go to her soul. You take a deep breath, clearing your mind, focusing on your objective. As you exhale, you feel yourself spreading out toward this hanging woman, perceiving all that lies between you and her with new, unfamiliar awareness. Once you've expanded enough to reach her, there is a sudden jolt to your mind, a ringing electric surge of images and words and sounds. Involuntarily, you shut your eyes and feel yourself being pulled down to some deeper consciousness, in a space occupied only by you and the hanging woman, and when you open them again, she is staring at you with eyes clouded in a milky fog, her body still swaying in a wind you no longer feel from a tree that stands planted in a misty void. The woman gives a slow nod of her head, the rope creaking as she does so, and she smiles at you.
Have you come here
good.
for me, dear? Or have you gotten lost? Ah, it is both, I think. Yes?
Well, she's like a gypsy, I guess? Or a traveler. Sorry, a traveler. I know gypsy is a derogatory term. Let's see. I need to understand something that's happened to me. She nods, a look of pity on her face, as though consoling a child.
The world looks a little different than it used to, is that it? Feels like you're noticing things for the first time that have always been there.
And it feels like you're noticing things for the first time that have always been there. Oh, okay.
You have seen past the shroud. It only takes an instant. Your soul remembers, yes? Remembers how it sees when it leaves the body, like being reminded of a dream you had forgotten. You are a watcher now, and a watcher you will stay.
What's a watcher?
What indeed? Long hours have many animancers spent studying such things. Not I, though. Not I. I'll tell you what I know, though, since fair is fair. And here we are, visiting, you and I, and it reminds me of better times.
She doesn't sound much like a dwarf. You sure she's just not a little
Souls
lady?
pass on. Some say through Audra stones, which are the blood veins of the world. They leave the world for a time and are reborn into it, sometimes more than they were before, but usually less and seldom the same. For all souls there is a time where they do not live, yet have not passed on, and those souls roam the world, same as you or I, either leaving or lost. But no one sees them because they have forgotten how.
Fascinating.
A watcher sees, though, knows what to look for. And sometimes they know a person just by looking at them, know where they've been in ages past when their bodies were other bodies. See memories even their owner can't recall. A wonder to behold when all goes well. A wonder!
I think I survived a Buick. Do you know why that would be?
Did you now, dear? My, that would be something, wouldn't it? Could be luck, could certainly be. A storm can be a careless thing. Or maybe it got its hands around your soul but couldn't pick it up. A soul can be heavy if it stayed in one piece through its time. Strong souls, we call them in the trade. Cold, I mean. Called them. Those days are all behind me, no? Oh, nothing to be afraid of, I'm sure. It's just much to take in for some. Sometimes there's trouble sleeping or other difficulties.
She has long whiskers on her cheeks.
You should see old Merwald. He could tell you much more than I. A watcher just like you. Helped many in his day. Took up in an old keep no one would claim. Not far, not far. Kadnua, beyond the Black Meadow. He will welcome the company.
Sweet, sounds good to me.
Goodbye, my dear. It was lovely visiting.
Caldara closes her eyes and her head slumps forward over the noose, and your surroundings seem to bleed into your vision from some unknown place of waiting. Are you all right? You seemed lost just now. I'm a watcher! Well, that's interesting. And I expect that explains how you survived a Buick. In any case, I appreciate your honesty. Since we're traveling together, it's probably wise for us to share these things. Only that they are rare, and that they seem to have unique insights into certain soul conditions. As you just demonstrated.
I
Awesome.
shall.
Matt, you too. Let's go talk to this guy. Adair.
17.
Smell of pipe smoke, at once earthy and sweet, winds its way into your nostrils. Your eyes trace the smoke to its origin, where you find a broad man with straw-colored hair, leaning against a mossy rock wall, his pipe held to his lips with one meaty hand. He looks you directly in the eye, but the look is not aggressive. He regards you with a peculiar smirk.
17 and a half. Well, could be 18, depending on how you count the dwarf woman. The dwarf woman. You were trying to figure out whether to count her as a full person. I think you oughta. The people hanging from the tree. 18 of them. Well, last I counted, anyway.
Is that what you people do for fun around here?
Name's Adair. Though to the people around here, might as well be 19. Don't think I'd put you much higher than 22, 23 tops. You look like the sort that likes to get involved.
I think he's going to be our Han Solo of the party if he joins our party. He looks at you a moment, his brow arched, his smirk broadens.
I was smoking over here, saw you staring at her. Twice I refilled my pipe. You never so much as blinked. Your mouth was so slack I took you for a Radric at first.
I'm just going to tell everyone I'm a watcher.
Careful, friend. Best not use that word round here. Could be any number of Radric bootlickers within earshot. Ciphers, animancers, watchers. Same thing in the eyes of folks around here, Radric especially. They come through these parts all the time with their cures, preying on the desperate. None of them are who they claim to be. Of course, seeing you with that funny look, I'd be halfway inclined to believe you were having some kind of communion with that dwarf. Either case, maybe I'm not 19 after all. No offense. The town's had it in for me for a long time now. Only fellow who ever stuck up for me, well, he's number 18 up there. My headman on the farm. Used to be my captain during the war.
Got involved. That's a good answer. Roderick sent men down here. I hate how they just stopped talking. Alright, Roderick sent men down here the other day, said they had it on good authority. Someone in the town was working with Kolsk, plotting Roderick's overthrow. Said if he didn't come forward right then and there, they'd hang every last one of us. No one was coming forward, so Swithin, that's my headman, he steps up and says, it's him. They took him at his word. He sighs and shakes his head, his eyes fixed on the tree. Bound to happen sooner or later, if not for plotting against Roderick, then for protecting me. Who's Kolsk? Someone who got tired of all the hangings. He's on the run now, probably be till they catch him.
Pick the wrong god.
Oh, now he wants to talk.
That's what it comes down to. Used to be a lot of Aethys worshippers in Gilded Vale. That mess of rocks over there, that was a temple to him, to give you some idea. Then one day, somebody named Widewind shows up on Deerwood's doorstep. Says he's the living flesh of Aethys. Got an army with him. Suddenly, Aethys isn't so popular in these parts. My brother Woden and me, neither of us believed it. No way was that Aethys. He enlisted, then I did too. But, he didn't make it back. After the war, people took to punishing Aethys worshippers, accusing them of treason. Got real ugly, especially after the legacy started. Folks needed someone to blame. I was safe because I fought, but then this rumor starts that my brother, that he was on the wrong side. And I wasn't so safe anymore. Until my headman stepped in and said they'd have to hang him to get to me.
And then they hung him. And his name was the headman.
Seems that's no longer a concern. Of course, the townies don't do the hanging these days, but when Radric's men come, they got no problem doing the pointing.
Huh. Drinking, mostly. Point of fact, I'm on my way out. Just haven't figured out where I'm going yet. Not a whole lot of people out there that don't mind think Waden's legacy started with Wadewin. We could travel together. Where are you headed? Some place called Cade Nua. There's an old watcher there who might help me.
Seem to remember hearing something about that years ago. He tamed that place. People would seek him out for all kinds of things. Troubles of the soul, questions for the departed. Of course, that was back when you didn't have to say watcher with a hush on your breath. A man such as that, there'd be things I'd want to ask him. Don't know why I never thought of it before. Not sure how I feel about setting out with a stranger, and a strange one at that. But, truth be told, you might be the only one in town who wouldn't feel some relief seeing me swing from that tree.
There's a fine reason if I ever heard one.
All right, then. Guess I'll do some sightseeing. Long as you're not the one picking the sights.
All right. Sweet. Bring a dare to speak with Merwold. Great. Let's go back to the Valewood. I think we could probably take on that bear. Save the dwarf, then we'll have a full party. I think it's 4 for a full party. Let's have some fun. Besides, this place is a shithole. Gilded Vale. Please. Valewood. 8 hours. Alright, back in the good old Valewood. Ooh, and I leveled up. Ta-da! Alright, let's go with mechanics. And then we'll go and put one into athletics. Awesome. Next. That's a healing spell. Allied target. Oh, it's not a healing spell. Fueled solely by the belief the paladin is able to heal with the touch. Oh, it is a heal. Of his or her hands, recovering a substantial amount of endurance. But not... no, it's not health. Okay, Zealous Focus. What's this? The paladin's intense and pure conviction instills clarity of purpose in him or her and all her allies. Increases the accuracy. Zealous Charge inspires the paladin and all nearby to charge fiercely into battle, increasing their movement speed and disengagement defense. Cannot be active with other zealous auras. Zealous Endurance fills the paladin and his or her allies with unshakable confidence, increasing their damage reduction. That might be the best one. Let's take that one. Sweet. That would be, yeah, that would be a spell. Okay. Done. Getting pretty swole around here. Okay, let's go ahead and finish up this quest. Well, we're going to go and explore this castle here. That's what we're going to do. Now that we have the rope. I wonder if I can... I'm just going to be the only one to climb it. With my sword. Alright. Use the grappling hook. You give the grappling hook a few swings for momentum and let fly, and the hook lodges easily behind a pile of stones and the upper edge of the wall. A few tugs on the rope suggest that it will stay put. Climb to the top. With the help of the rope, you make your way up the face of the wall and over the side. Oh, we're all up here. Sweet. Ooh. I'll hold on to those. Thank you. And then we'll what's this? I do not think you will ever see this, but you were right, Fulvano. We should have journeyed south together, and be safer for it. I would tolerate all the gloating in the world if I might live to hear it. I have put myself out of reach of the beasts circling the below, but I am done for all the same. I do not think I will rise again. Whoever finds this, pray for me. Perhaps in the next life shall be a trapper of wolves. There's only one wolf down there, if I remember correctly. But whatever, let's go ahead and put some gloves on. Yeah! Didn't really change my look much, but I got gloves now. Alright.
Indeed.
And we have Saint something horn. Alright, down the stairs we go. Climb down. Alright. That was fun. Let's go save that dwarf. If he's still there. Sweet. The young dwarf tending to the stew looks startled as he sees you approach. He drops his ladle, spattering stew across the ground. What? Get him, you dogs, and make sure our new cook don't run off. Help! Please help me, I'm a dwarf. One of the bandits gives Tenerife a kick as they pass him, and he huddles. Alright. Let's see what my wizard can do. This is me. No, that's the wizard. Okay. What is this? Fan of Flames. Creates a cone of fire in front of the caster, causing burn damage to anyone in the area of effect. The caster's hands become so cold as to freeze what they touch. Ah, magic missile. You can never go wrong with a classic magic missile. Deal with that. What's this? You go knock down this guy. And I will go fight, we'll use this ability. What's this? The Watcher unravels the vital essence of his or her enemies, gaining endurance in the process. Zealous endurance. Okay. Yeah. Alright, now let's fight. Pause. I need a spell. What's this? Overwhelm anyone in the area of effect with a brilliant and bewildering pyrotechnic display, decreasing their will and leaving them dazed. Let's do a magic missile again. Oh man, that killed him. Well, let's do it on him then.
Lava beyond seek.
Awesome. Man, there we go. Yeah, die! That's what you get now, huh? Got him. Got him. Ta-da! Alright, what? Ooh, a hood. That's cool. And a cape. Take the cape. And the hood. And, ooh, breastplate. Leather armor. We'll just do that. Alright. Let's go talk to this dude.
Good day to you.
By the flame, thank you, thank you, thank you. I thought I'd be stuck cooking for these ignorant weasels for the rest of my life. Or until they were bored with me, I suppose. I must get back home. I only hope they haven't hired a replacement. The dwarf looks aghast. Listen, next time you're in Gilded Vale, stop by the Black Hound Inn. I'll let Pasca know just what you've done for me, and I'm sure she'll do right by you in turn. Alright. Oh, to be back at my oven again. Yay, save the dwarf. You have earned a reputation. Reputations can be held with communities or factions in the Eastern Reach and will affect how members of that group respond to you. In some cases, friends or enemies of those groups will also react to your affiliations. Helping a group will increase your positive reputation with a group. Harming a group will increase your negative reputation. It is possible to have a mixture of positive and negative reputation with a group if you help and harm them in equal measure. Alright, let's go ahead and look at our inventory here and see what we got. We have a cape that I can wear. Yeah, look at my purple cape. I look awesome. Ooh, it even moves around like that. We got a hood. Hood doesn't really do much for defense, though. Well, actually, you know what? Neither does the helmet. Oh, yeah, I look badass. Here, you can have the weird helmet. Okay, what do we got here? We got some scale mail, which isn't as good as his. Probably don't want to give him that. What about this? It's the same. And the same. Alright. And he has a scepter. Yep. And a rapier. He has a bow. And a little wooden shield. 12 deflection. What does this give you? 8 deflection. Okay. Better bow? 11 to 16 pierce. 15, 24 pierce. Oh, that's way better. Alright then. I don't have anything good for this guy. Alright. What's crafting? Oh. Huh, okay. I'll do that later. Let's get out of here.
I'm here.
See if we can take on that bear, huh? I'm feeling a little invincible with my new party right now. I was hoping the dwarf would join us. I could use a good cook. Now let's go to this sign. What does the sign say? Northwest to Giron's Grasp. Where am I supposed to go? Late for dinner. Speak with the innkeeper at the Black Hound. Fragments of Scattered Faith. Bring Adair to speak with Merwald. And the Old Watcher. Travel to Cade Nua. Well, we'll have to look at that later.
I'm here.
Let's go deal with this bear. Alright, remember, save frequently. In we go. Alright. Ooh, leveled up. Exceptional. Let's see here. Lore would probably be the best. And we'll go in and put something in mechanics. And survival. Athletics? What is athletics? There we go. Oh shit. Alright, combusting wounds. Holy crap, this guy's got a lot of spells. Causes enemy wounds in the area of effect to ignite, inflicting additional burn damage. Not bad. Curse of Blackened Sight. Increases the target, shrouds the target's vision in total darkness, blinding them. That could be nice. That would probably be good for, ooh, Necrotic Lance. Creates a lance of pure necrotic energy, causing corrode damage instantly and over time. Ray of Fire. Rolling Flame, Mirrored Image. Let's do Curse of Blackened Sight. Oh, that sounds good. I got 2 abilities, Combusting Wounds and Curse of Blackened Sight. Oh, awesome, okay. Done. Let's look at our spells. I guess it doesn't go there, you have to go here.
Aye?
Yep, we're all good to go. I have level 2 spells down. Oh, this is
here.
awesome. My wizard is going to be fantastic. That was the best party member I could have gotten. All right, let's go deal with the bear. All right. Wizard, you're going to use the Curse of Blackened Sight. On this guy. The bear. Alright, you are going to attack the bear. Okay, yeah, I'm gonna burn the bear. And you, I want to knock that bear down. Let's do this. Oh, you missed the bear. Okay. You, drink your potion. You. Knock that bear down. You, over here. Okay, now. Burn that bear! That shouldn't hit the... Okay. Did I hit the bear? Yeah, there we go. Die, bear!
Lava will be on seek.
Kill it! Kill it! Seriously? Jesus! Holy cow, that bear was tough.
Here.
But I'll take its hide.
Indeed.
What do we have here? A figure drifts suspended in the musty air of the cavern. Its form and features blur and twist in cascading ripples of incandescence. You feel its energy eddying out about your limbs, filling them with a heavy chill. Reach out. You reach out a hand for the spirit. In the moment of contact, you feel as if you have been struck by a blow, head reeling as you tumble helplessly into a waiting darkness. Light blooms at the edges of your vision. You feel the sun at your back and the weight of a bow in your hand. You know suddenly that you have come a long way from Vale hunting deer. Now you are standing before a cavern, and the darkness extends far into the depths. Even so, your friend strides out before you, his red cloak flapping at his heels. You follow, heart hammering into your chest as he leads you deeper into the cavern. There is a roar like thunder echoing around you. Fear seizes you, casts you stumbling back towards the exit, towards light and escape. You see a glint of steel, and there is a sudden terrible flash of agony behind your knee. You scream, stumble, and fall. Your thoughts are chaos, lanced through with pain, but in a moment of terrible clarity, you see your friend look back from the mouth of the cavern, his dagger dabbed in crimson to match his cloak. And then there is a great dark shape above you, and then there is more pain. The vision recedes, and you are thrown back into yourself with seemingly resentful force. The corpse lies at your feet, and the specter lingers. In the span of energy between you both, you feel a sense of questioning, of confusion, of anger. A sudden lashing anger emanates from the spirit. Rage and grief seem to pour from the gleaming figure. I'll find him and see he answers for what he's done to you. For a moment, the spirit seems to burn bright, and your head fills with a sickly triumph. The spirit seems to weaken with the force of its own exultation, growing fainter and fainter until you're alone once more. I knew that guy was a dick. I knew it. Called it. Wanted to bang the wife. Yeah, I'll take that too. Alright, what's this? There's something else in this place. Yep, that's what I thought. Mice crawl through the eye sockets of and over femurs. Oh, okay, so it's like just a cavern.
I'm here.
All right, well, let's get out of here.
Indeed.
Well, that'll do it for part 4, I think. I think we've come a long way. I believe that green bar probably means how tired everyone is. So, this will be it for part 4 of the Adventures of McGriddles. As you can see, we got 2 party members, and we've been able to kick some serious ass. Took care of those stupid looters, freed a dwarf, killed a bear, found out that I was totally right about that dude. He totally wanted to bang that Ingrid girl. So in the next part, we're going to go back to the Gilded Vale. We're going to check up on our dwarf friend, brutally take revenge on the dude that is trying to get with that other guy's wife. You know, because you just don't betray your friends, man. You don't betray your friends. I'm a paladin, a righteous paladin of vengeance. And then we will continue on our journey to find out what the hell a Watcher is, and we're going to have a great time doing more exciting and wonderful things. So, I hope you all enjoyed this episode of our Pillars of Eternity Let's Play, and we will continue our journey henceforth throughout the week. So, definitely subscribe, leave some comments, leave me some feedback. I would love to hear your thoughts and suggestions, and definitely stick around because we have more of this as well as some more Check It Out videos and other things going on throughout the week. So, we'll see you next time on another episode of Pillars of the Adventures of McGriddles, our Pillars of Eternity Let's Play. This is Alexander with Beer Power Gaming, and I'll talk to you again later.